Listen what we have learned in chapter 1. In module 1, we have learnt metric spaces. Basically, we have learnt some fundamental inequalities which are very important in functional analysis. In module 2, we have learnt the completeness property of metric spaces and important results regarding the characterizations of completeness of a metric space has been taught. So, the important theorem is Bayes category theorem. Now, in module 3, we shall be acquainted with another concept, separability of a metric space. This has a very practical and theoretical aspects and is a very important tool in learning functional analysis. It has a wide applications in quantum mechanics. Separable metric spaces are very simpler than the non-separable ones. So, we now start with module 3, which consists of separability of a metric space. In module 3, we shall start with metric subspaces. So, before going to in details of metric subspaces, we first start with some basic preliminaries regarding definitions. Let F be a non-empty subset of a metric space X D, then there is a natural metric, namely the restriction d f of D to F cross F, that is the Cartesian product of F and F. Now, the definition is that the metric space F comma df is called a subspace of X D. So, all the properties of matrix axioms are also satisfied in F comma df. Now, we are going to a theorem, that is a subset B in capital F is open in F comma df, that is a metric space F comma df, rather it is a subspace F comma df if and only if there is a subset B1 in X which is open in X D such that B can be expressed Y intersection B1, that is B is equal to Y meet B1. The proof is given below. Let X is an element of X and Y is an element of capital F and R be a positive real. Let B x x comma R, this is an open ball centered at X with a positive real known as radius in X, and capital B f y R is the open ball centered at Y with the same radius R in capital F. Then we get B f y R, that is the open ball B f y R is equal to F intersection B x x R, that is F meet open ball in X having centered at X with radius R for all Y belonging to F and R is a positive real. Take capital B as open set in F comma df, then we know that B is a union of some open balls F comma df, because every open set can be expressed as union of open balls. So, the collection are taken as B f y R, there is a collection of all open balls having centered at Y radius R in F. Y runs in B and R is taken as a positive real. So, capital B is equal to union B f y R, that is union of open balls having centered at Y with radius R is equal to union F meet B x x R is equal to F intersection union B x y R is equal to F meet B1, say where B1 is equal to B x y R, that is the union of open balls having centered at Y with radius R in X. Conversely, let B is equal to F intersection B1, where
B1 is open in XD. That is, B1 is an open ball in XD. For Y belongs to F, there is an open ball Bxy, R subset of B1 because B1 is open, and hence Bfyr is equal to F intersection Bxy, R. Subset of F intersection B1 is equal to B. Thus, what we see that every member of B is within an open ball in matrix subspace F, D. That is, B is an open set in matrix subspace F, Df. Now, we get a following corollary. What is this? A set capital B is closed in matrix subspace F, Df if and only if there is a subset B1 of X which is closed in XD such that B is equal to F mate B1. Now, we take another definition, that is, a matrix space capital XD is said to be separable if and only if there exists a countable subset D of X such that D is everywhere dense in XD. That means, if we can find out a set D in X such that the closure of D is equal to X. So, we now put some examples of separability of a matrix space. The real number space R with usual metric is separable because the set of all rational numbers denoted as Q is dense in R, and Q is countable because set of all rational numbers is countable. So, the real number space R is separable with respect to the usual metric. So, in regard to the above definitions, we can get a theorem that the theorem follows like this, that a subspace of a separable metric space is separable. The proof is like this: let capital F, Df is a subspace of XD which is a separable metric space. Let A is equal to bracket, that is second bracket starts with x1, x2 dot 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 xn dot 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 second bracket close, be a countable set in X such that the closure of A is equal to X, that is, A bar is equal to X. Because X is a separable metric space, that is why we have written A bar is equal to X. If Y belongs to F, then for each positive integer m, the open ball centered at y, radius 1 by m, that is by, 1 by m intersects A at some point, say is equal to xn. Thus, what we see that xn belongs to A intersection B y, 1 by m, that is xn belongs to A intersection open ball centered at y, radius 1 by m. So, Bxn, 1 by m intersection F is non-empty, that is, the open ball centered at xn, radius 1 by f meets F. Put capital delta is equal to the set consisting of all elements pairwise taken, that is n, m, such that Bxn, 1 by m intersection F is non-empty. Thus, delta is non-empty. For each n, m belonging to indexing set delta, take a member yn, m belonging to the open ball centered at xn, radius 1 by m, which meets F, and put B is equal to collection of all such elements ynm, where nm runs in delta, delta is an indexing set. So, B is a countable subset of B because indexing set delta is countable. we shall now verify that B is dense in matrix subspace F comma dF. Take Y belongs to F and R is a positive real. Choose a positive integer m, show that 1 by m is less or equals to R by 2. R is taken as a positive real, what we have said earlier. As discussed above, there is an integer small n such that xn belonging to the open ball B y comma 1 by m, that is xn belongs to the open ball centered at y radius 1 by m. Then the pairwise elements, that is n comma m belonging to delta, and we have the metric dy comma ynm is less or equals to dy comma xn plus dxn comma ynm, follows by triangle inequality of metric axiom, which is again strictly less than 1 by m plus 1 by m is equal to 2 by m, and which is less or equals to R, because we have assumed that 1 by m is less or equals to R by 2. That means yn comma m belongs to open ball centered at y radius r, that is yn comma m belongs to byr. So y belongs to B bar, that is the closure of B, and which belongs to the matrix subspace F comma dF, that is B is dense in matrix subspace F comma dF. Now, in my earlier discussions, we have learned some examples of separable matrix subspace in finite dimensional cases. Now, we shall put some example of separable matrix spaces in infinite dimensional cases. So, we get an example that the space CAB with respect to sup metric is separable. That means the metric on CAB is defined by df comma g is equal to supremum of modulus of ft minus gt, where t is taken in the closed interval a comma b. The solution looks like this. Let a comma b be a closed interval, and where p is the space of all real valued polynomials pt with real coefficients ai, and pt can be written as pt is equal to sigma I equal to 0 to n ai t to the power n, and n is not fixed, and t runs in the closed interval a comma b. Clearly, curly PAB subset of CAB, because set of all polynomials over the closed interval a comma b is continuous functions. Let curly P1AB be the collection of all real valued polynomials with rational coefficients. Then curly P1AB is countable. Let x belongs to CAB. So, by Weierstrass approximation theorem, what is this? That every continuous function can be approximated by a polynomial. Thus, we see that for every epsilon greater than 0, there is a polynomial pt belongs to curly PAB, that is the collection of all polynomials over the closed interval a comma b, such that dx comma p is strictly less than epsilon, that is supremum of modulus of xt minus pt is less than epsilon, and supremum is taken over t belonging to the closed interval a comma b. If small p belongs to curly PAB, then it is all right. Otherwise, if p belongs to curly PAB, then the coefficients of p can be thought of as the limit of a sequence of rationals, because we know that the every real number can be taken as the limit of the sequence of rationals. And since set of all polynomials with rational coefficients are countable, by 3 it follows that curly PAB is everywhere dense in CAB.
In this module 3, what we have learnt? We have learnt some examples of separable metric spaces in finite dimensional spaces as well as some infinite dimensional space like CAB. So, we are now familiar with separability of a metric space. Now, we shall put some examples, rather we shall explain on some examples in infinite dimensional spaces also. The examples are like LP, that is space of all sequence spaces where x is an element like this, that is x is equal to xi1, xi2, xi3 dot 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 dot, such that sigma I equal to 1 to infinity mod of xi whole to the power p is strictly less than infinity. We shall also encounter with another example L infinity, that is space of all bounded sequences which is not separable. So, in this module we will explain, rather we will illustrate on various types of examples in finite dimensional spaces and infinite dimensional spaces regarding the separability of metric spaces. Now, we are going to illustrate another examples in infinite dimensional spaces regarding the separability of metric spaces and non-separability of metric spaces.
Now, we shall start an example in an infinite dimensional space also. The example is that LP spaces of all sequences where p runs from 1 to infinity, p is allowed to take is equal to 1. The solution looks like this. Take x is an element of LP where x is taken as xi1, xi2 dot 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 dot, xin dot 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 dot, where xi's are real scalars with I equal to 1 to infinity mod of xi to the power p less than infinity. Take another element y is equal to eta 1, eta 2 dot 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 dot, eta n dot 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 0 0 0 belongs to LP where eta i's are rationals. Already we know that LP is a linear space with respect to usual addition of vectors and scalar multiplication of a vector. Let epsilon greater than 0 be arbitrary, as already we have introduced that sigma I equal to 1 to infinity mod of xi to the power p is less than infinity. We take I equal to infinity modulus of xi to the power p less than epsilon by 2 whole to the power p. As the set of all rational numbers in dense in R with respect to usual metric, that is curly q is dense in R, that means for every x is equal to xi1, xi2 dot 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 dot, xin dot 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 belonging to LP, we can find y is equal to eta 1, eta 2 dot 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 dot, eta n 0 0 0 dot 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 dot, that is the element y has coordinates finite numbers of elements where eta i's are rationals belonging to Q, such that I is equal to 1 to n modulus of xi minus eta I to the power p is strictly less than epsilon by 2 whole to the power p. Now, we now calculate dxy is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n modulus of xi minus eta I whole to the power p plus sigma I equal to n plus 1 to infinity modulus of xi to the power p whole to the power 1 by p, which is always less or equals to sigma I equal to 1 to n modulus of xi minus eta I whole to the power p whole to the power 1 by p plus sigma I equal to n plus 1 to infinity modulus of xi to the power p whole to the power 1 by p, which is again strictly less than epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2 is equal to epsilon. Let capital M be the collection of all such y belonging to LP, that LP what we are considering. In view of the above equation 4, we can say that M is countable, which is everywhere dense in LP. So, LP 1 less or equals to p less than infinity is separable. Now, we now illustrate on an example which is not separable. The example is L infinity, that is the space of all bounded sequences of reals is not separable. The solution looks like this, that L infinity consists of all sequences x is equal to xi 1, xi 2 dot 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 xi n, where xi's are reals such that supremum of modulus of xi I less than infinity. Clearly, L infinity is a linear space with respect to the following compositions, namely the addition of vectors and scalar multiplication of a vector belonging to L infinity. That is, if we take x is equal to xi 1, xi 2 dot 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 xi r dot dot belongs to L infinity as a sequence, and y is equal to eta 1, eta 2 dot 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 eta n dot 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 belonging to L infinity as a sequence, then we consider x plus y, that is the sum of the two vectors x and y, is equal to coordinate wise sum, that is x plus y is equal to xi 1 plus eta 1 comma xi 2 plus eta 2 dot 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 xi n plus eta n, which is an element of L infinity. And for the scalar multiplication, if we take a real scalar lambda, then lambda x is equal to lambda xi 1, lambda xi 2 dot 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 lambda xi n dot dot dot, whenever x is an element of L infinity, where x can be regarded as x is equal to coordinate wise elements, that is x is equal to xi 1, xi 2, xi r dot 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 dot, which is again a sequence in L infinity. Also, L infinity is a metric with respect to a metric defined by dxy is equal to sup of I modulus of xi I minus eta I, where x is equal to xi 1, xi 2 dot 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 xi r belonging to L infinity, and y is equal to eta 1, eta 2 dot 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 eta n belonging to L infinity. And it is very natural that D is a metric. Take gamma is an element of 0 1, that is the closed interval 0 1. Writing gamma in the form of binary representation, that is in terms of the elements 0 and 1 only. So, we can regard gamma is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to infinity alpha I by 2 to the power I, where alpha i's are taken 0 or 1. So, what we see that we get a sequence alpha I of a collection of zeros and ones associated with gamma belonging to the closed interval 0 1. We now use the fact that the set of points in 0 1 is uncountable. Each gamma belonging to 0 1 has a unique binary representation, and so different gammas have different binary representation. So, if gamma 1 has a binary representation, then gamma 1 has a different representation, like gamma is equal to I equal to 1 to infinity alpha I by 2 to the power I. According to gamma 1, gamma 2, the scalars will be varied, but the scalars alpha i's will take either 0 or 1. These facts leads to a conclusion that there are uncountable many sequences of zeros and ones. So, all such sequences are the elements of L infinity. The metric on L infinity shows that any two different elements must be at a distance 1 apart. If we let each of the sequence be the centers of small spheres, say of radius is equal to 1 by 3, then these spheres do not intersect, and we have uncountably many such open spheres. Let A be a dense set in L infinity. Take x belongs to L infinity and let x be the center of one such open sphere as described above. Since A bar is equal to L infinity, either x belonging to A or x belonging to x dash, that is the derived set of A. That means the collection of all limit points of A. Thus, it follows that each of the non-intersecting open spheres must contain a point of A. Since A cannot be countable, L infinity cannot have a countable dense subset, implying that L infinity is not separable.
Thus, we have finished module 3 of chapter 1. So, as a chapter 1, we have finished the 3 modules, module 1, module 2 and module 3. In module 1, we have learned basically on metric spaces, and it is the initial phase of learning functional analysis. So, any classical results can be found in metric spaces. So, that is why metric spaces are very important in functional analysis. So, in metric spaces what we have learned, that is, we have an overview of a idea of metric spaces. We have learned the completeness property and characterization of completeness of a metric spaces. Also, we have learned in module 1 some fundamental inequalities which are very important in functional analysis and which are very useful in application sites like quantum mechanics also. In module 3, we have learned on separability of a metric space, which is very essential in quantum mechanics also.